It is a flyweight championship fight between Joseph Benavidez and Louis Smolka. Well, it's got to feel good for this man to make this walk. He has chewed up and spit out all comers on his run to contention. Now he is the undisputed #1 contender, looking to become the new UFC flyweight champion. A lot of people think he has the skills to do just that. Tonight, though, his opportunity to prove it in front of a sold-out crowd tonight, that he is the best 125-pound fighter on the planet. So here he is, the UFC's reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion, making the walk for another defense here tonight. And if he wants to be mentioned with some of this division's greats of all time, and really with some of the greats of all time, this is one he's got to have here tonight. As the title defenses start to pile up, you can be mentioned in the conversation with guys like Demetrius Johnson. So here we go, another title defense here at 125. We'll see how it goes for the reigning champ. All right, let's get you the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Benavidez is 7 years his senior. Smolka is 4 inches taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting at a Kapolei, Hawaii, presenting the challenger, Louis the Samurai Smolka. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Joseph "Joe B1 Kenobi" Benavidez.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. You will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Ready. You ready to fight?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other. Yeah, he's mixing it all up. Elbow from the clinch.
Smolka gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Well, perhaps Perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him.
Nice kick.
Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses. That could have been lights out.
Oh, nice right hand.
Oh, elbow to the head there by Smolka. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Oh, John, that was so nice. What a beautiful takedown.
Benavidez has got his head looking for a guillotine.
He's attacking guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Wow. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Now he's able to isolate that left arm.
Look for him to step over the top of the head to lift his opponent onto his hip to chase this finish. Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes in your opponent.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Benavidez. Smolka's got the full mount. I mean, how many can he take? Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Smolka. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Breathe. Eyes start to swim. It's not a big deal.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
A little single collar tie there.
Left hand punch from the clinch. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Takedown defense holds up.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
Oh, huge Superman punch. Spinning back fist. Didn't see that one coming. Just missed with the left there. Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
Oh, single collar tie here.
Good punch lands.
Muay Thai plum. Benavidez gets lit up by that straight punch. Just misses with the right.
Big kick lands. He lands a switch knee.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? A little struggle here now for position in the clinch, and we see a lot of these situations.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
Smolka's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock, and if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. To the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Smolka's shot is blocked.
When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head. You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, that horn marks the end of the round. There was a lot to like really on both sides, but particularly that Superman punch, an absolute thing of beauty.
Beautiful attack. Her ability to let loose in the octagon is truly a sight to behold. Not many people are willing to try something so risky.
You ready to fight?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Real sneaky head kick gets in there.
Nice punch by Benavidez.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes. Superman punch.
Straight right hand now, just misses. Pretty good right hand.
Powerful leg kick lands.
Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good. Oh, nice jab.
Counter jab snaps the head back. That should get his attention.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, massive knee to the head. We'll see if he can follow up. Benavidez goes for the takedown, unable to land. One of the better takedown artists out there. Nothing doing on that side.
Nice punch there.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Nice straight right lands. Smolka's lower jaw looking extremely swollen now.
What a punch.
Oh, he lands the Superman punch. All right, he engages in the single collar tie, and both guys really throwing with authority.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks. Oh, big elbow.
Now, oh, and a quick entry.
Great single entry, rotates the high crotch, is taking it for a ride.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Benavidez is looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. "60 seconds now to go in the fight." All right, side control now. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Then he's out. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes.
stay ahead now. Get back out there and keep doing what we're doing. Put the pressure on him. Don't give him an opportunity.
All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes. Nice punch lands.
Oh, huge block! Just misses there with the left. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Back and forth we go. Nice punch by the he's thrown tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
Blocks the strike. Smolka gets the double leg takedown. Well, significant swelling now in and around that left eye. Might even be starting to close.
There it is. Oh, he has a choke. There it is.
Nicely done. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Benavidez is back to the side control now. Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. A lot of body weight. Oh, he's going for his arm now.
Oh, wow, oh!
And he's out. Seconds remain in the round. Solid strike on the ground.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, has the guard closed here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
He might get a finish here. So with that, our next round is underway. It looked like maybe we wouldn't get here. There was a close attempt on a submission in the previous round, but the fighter lives to fight another round.
It was very, very close. If it's me and I'm his coach, I'm telling him, get right back to it. This time, he will not be able to survive.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy. Yes, they heard him in the last round. Same exact one.
Oh, and there's a land with the kick, so certainly a good sign for him there.
When that's working, you know he's in for a good night. If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space. Beautiful takedown attempt land.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
3 minutes now to go in the fight. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off Very good pressure and work here by Benavidez. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Back mount now. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn...
Smolka's going for a choke. And he's out. Into the final minute of this championship fight. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Closed guard. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Gotta be careful, armbar.
All right, it looks like the official decision is in. Yes, here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Louis the Red Samurai Smolka.
All right, so the fight goes the full 25 minutes, but in the end, we crown a new UFC flyweight champion. Congratulations to the new king of the flies. What an effort here tonight as he wrests the belt away from the now former UFC flyweight champion.